Hello, you wonderful people. Welcome to my channel. Major says hi from right over there. And with that, let's proceed with today's video and why you all are here. Perfect. So for the extent of the video, you will need a hook as well as some yarn. The hook I will be using today is a 4.5 millimeter hook. For this specific one, I do have one that has the recommended hook size right here. It is a little bigger for me. I'll give you a comparison here. So this is the 4.5 and this is the 5.5. So there's definitely a big difference, but I feel most comfortable with this one. But for sure, feel free to use what's most comfortable to you as well. And with that, let's get started. Okie doke, so to start, we're gonna go ahead and create our starting loop here. For more details on how to create your starting loop as well as your foundation chain, feel free to check out my video here. For double crochet, what we're gonna have to go ahead and do is we're gonna have to go ahead and start with 13 chain stitches. So we're gonna go ahead and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. So the reason we're starting with 13 is because we're not going to start in that next loop or the next loop there. If you saw my previous video on how to crochet a single crochet as well as a half double crochet, you're going to notice that we did crochet 12. Since this is a double crochet, we're going to go ahead and start with those 13 chains, as we will be inserting that hook into that 4th stitch down here. So let's see. To begin, what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and yarn over. Again, right, it's going to be that 4th stitch down. So we're going to go ahead and insert the hook right in there, yarn over, and then we're going to do yarn over again. So you should have 3 loops on your crochet hook. You're going to go ahead and pass it through just 2. Then you're going to do yarn over again and pass through those other 2 loops. So let's go ahead and do the next one. Yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 only, yarn over, pull through those 2 right there. Okay, let's do that again. Yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert through the first 2 loops, just like so, and then yarn over and insert through those 2 loops there. So feel free to pause the video. I'm going to go ahead and finish all the way here at the end, and once we reach here, we should have a total of 10 double crochet stitches. I'll meet you there. Okie doke, so we just finished doing that last stitch there, so we should have 10. So the way I like to count them is, you see each stitch here, you know how there's like a little gap in between? Each one of those is a stitch. Keep in mind, this one here, those chains I started with, does not count as a chain. So we're starting here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So our goal was to have 10 stitches, so that's why it was necessary to start with those 13, and here I'm going to show you why. To go ahead and start onto the next row, you're going to have to go ahead and chain 3. 1, 2, 3, which is why we had to start with 13 to get those 10, right? So once you chain your 3, you're going to go ahead and flip your work around like this. You're going to go ahead and insert your hook again, And now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. So we're going to do yarn over. You're going to insert your hook right there in that first little spot right there. Make sure you grab both loops like so. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through those two first loops, yarn over, pull through those two loops, right? Again, yarn over, insert hook, grab both loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first two, yarn over, pull through again. So I'm going to do that one more time. Our goal is to go ahead and have 6 sets of double crochet stitches, so you're going to be able to see a little square swatch of that. And then once we finish that, we can go ahead and go over my preferred method, so make sure you stick around for the rest of the video. So now I've reached the 9th stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to go ahead and do that yarn over, and see that last loops, those last loops right there at the end of your row. You're going to want to go ahead and insert your hook just like that. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through. So you should still see those 2 loops and that ending chain here when you're ready to do your loop around. And then you're going to go ahead and chain your 3 like we did previously, and then flip your work around. I do want to emphasize that counting is pretty important when you're first starting out. It was something I learned later on, but for sure use counting to make sure you use the same amount of stitches, and so that your work comes out even when you're first starting. Okie doke, so we're reaching that last double crochet here. We just completed it. We'll go ahead and chain those 3 for good measure here. But this is what it would look like, right? So it's a little swatch size. This would be the double crochet. Following this, I'm going to go ahead and do my preferred method, and I'll explain why here shortly. So here we are. I'm going to go ahead and start with my preferred method. I already have my foundation chain here with those 13 chain stitches. So again, wrap our fingers around. We're going to go ahead and still insert our hook into that 4th stitch right there. So yarn over, and then we're going to go ahead and do that 4th stitch. Yarn over, insert through 2, yarn over, insert through those first 2, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, just grab those 2, yarn over, grab those other 2. So the same process thus far. I will go ahead and continue all the way at the end and meet you guys there, okay? Okie doke, so we've reached that last stitch there. So yarn over, we're going to go ahead and insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, first 2 loops, yarn over, last 2 loops. The difference here is I prefer to just chain 2 loops versus 3, because at the end of it, it gives you cleaner edges. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my work around, right? Only chained 2, and then I'm going to just go ahead and continue doing them towards the end, and then we'll do that one more time, and then we'll go ahead and finish the swatch. I'll meet you there. Okay, so we've reached that 2nd row. We're still going with those 10 double crochet stitches in one row. So we're going to go ahead and do that yarn over. We're still grabbing those 2 loops, right? Nothing has changed even though we only chained 2. Yarn over, pull through, pull through those two, yarn over, pull through. So again, we're just going to chain 2, flip our work around, and continue. We're going to do the same amount of rows, so we're going to do 6. Make sure to stick around because I am going to show a side-by-side comparison of how they both turn out, and then from there you can choose what's going to work best for your projects and what's going to work best for how you want your projects to look. See you there. So we've reached the final stitch here. Let's go ahead and insert our hook. Then we're going to go ahead and grab those two, grab those two chains for the good measure. And so this is what it should look like towards the end. So very similar, you still see, but you also get those straighter edges, right? So let me go ahead and post that side by side, and then you all can go ahead and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more videos, please do me the biggest favor by liking or subscribing down below. Have an amazing, amazing day. Bye.